Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today it's going to be Drop of Evil Day, so I hope you guys are ready. So guys, today there's going to be a lot of cool things that we end up doing. We're going to do several automation tasks that I think are going to be kind of fun to do. And one of those is kind of getting prepared for the Wither fight. As you've seen last episode, we were kind of lacking in that department where we didn't have nether stars, and we need that to move forward in Botania. We can't actually do anything further in Botania until we have a beacon. Can't get the beacon until we have a nether star. The nether star, of course, I think in this pack is going to be an actual Wither battle. We do have access to a few things, though, to make that a little bit easier, and a reinforced obsidian cage would be really, really nice if we can get this thing going. Now, this is also going to be kind of expensive. But there are a few things that we can do. We actually don't need very much of this reinforced obsidian to make a actual wither cage. At least if we build this away from our base. Or build it below our base. Because he doesn't actually throw them in a... I mean, he's kind of dependent on how he throws things. So, if we prep for this reinforced obsidian, we should be good. So, to do that, we need grains of infinity. We need obsidian. We have that, though. But we need dark iron bars, which are going to require dark steel. Now, they say blast resistant, but they're not actually wither proof. They are blast resistant, so they will protect against his blast, but they won't protect against him actually physically running into it. So we need to make some dark steel. Luckily, we can do that in an induction smelter. So all we need for this is some steel and pulverized obsidian. And that's actually not that hard to get. There is also this way, which you can do it inside our arc furnace if we wanted to, but we're actually utilizing the arc furnace for automation, so I will not probably do it that way. It'd probably be a little bit faster, even though I do have my power being limited in the back. As you can see, I'm limiting this thing to the maximum of 3000 RF per tick, because I don't want it going any faster than that. Honestly, it doesn't need to go any faster than that. So that's why flex networks are really, really good. So I think I have... Maybe I don't. I don't have an extra pulverizer just laying around over here. No. So, getting a pulverizer would be good. One that's not being utilized in automation. I don't think I have one just laying around, do I? Oh, I do. Nice. So I have a pulverizer. We already have an induction smelter, so I'm not too concerned about that. And so we can go ahead and actually utilize both of these things. And I can, probably set this next door to all of this... all the power we have going on here, and go ahead and get some obsidian in here. There we go. Perfect. And that's going to take a little bit of time, but with a user, shouldn't take very long at all. So we get one user. All we need is one, and that should be perfect with a wand. We'll throw a user on this thing. And we'll set this like so, and that should be a lot faster. Look at that, we don't have to have an upgrade for this thing. Alright, and we can get an item transfer node with a lovely pipe, and that will just allow us to move the stuff back and forth. So we need some steel. We do have a good amount of that, so hopefully this will be enough, and then we'll just be kind of waiting on this obsidian to go. So we should be able to output our pulverize, just like that. That should be pulling that out nice. And on the bottom, we'll accept. Auto insert. We'll clear these sides. Oh, we need this on the side, not the bottom. There we go. On the side. And there we go. And that should start the production. Now, it'd probably be a little bit faster if we also had a user up for this. Let's go to make a user. While we do that, we can grab a wand. And this will probably be a little bit faster with the user as well. I'm finding that anything that is a little bit slow, popping a user on it, just one, makes it incredibly faster. So yeah, especially the pulverizer. If I can talk today. The pulverizer, just in itself, is really fast once you add that, and it's able to keep up with the power pretty good for the most part. Same with over here. Both of these should maintain their power. And look at that, we're already getting dark steel. So we're going to need quite a bit of dark steel to make the amount that we need, but we have some other automation that we can do in the process. So right now, this center ring area is getting pretty laggy for me. So that's why I have these external areas out here, and it really gets a lot better when we're out here. I don't think it's, you know, doing too much, you know, it's just client-side lag that a lot of these machines are causing. Mainly because I have a lot of stuff piped and upgraded, and yeah, a lot of automation can cause some lag, even on a nice computer like this. So anyways, let's go ahead and start working on another really fun, at least I think this is going to be really fun, setup. So we need to start making drops of evil. Right? Drops of evil. And I don't think these are going to, like these drops of evil, I don't think they function where you can spawn mobs, because this world doesn't spawn mobs, and I don't think it'll even spawn mobs even if it's on cursed earth, which is what drops of evil produce. But these drops of evil can be used for several things in this pack. In a magma crucible, they give you industrial grade evil, and that's what we're going to be using to get wither skeleton skulls. We should only need 3 or 4 wither skeleton skulls in order to, let's say, beat the pack. I think that, I mean, this is used in only a couple different things for crafting wise, and it's used in like 2 things here. One being your end game, which I guess you can consider, I mean, we can constantly make them. That's not a big deal, but as you can see right here, it is required in the end, so we might need to. But wither skeleton skulls, to actually kill the wither, we can actually spawn the wither with Heart of Tools, and it doesn't even require wither skeleton skulls. It just requires a nether star to keep spawning the wither. And I think that's the route I want to go for getting nether stars. Because nether stars, I think, have a pretty good use. Because in Draconic Evolution, you're going to need a lot of wither stars, or nether stars. So you need an automation for that. So let's go ahead and get this going. We need TNT. Right? Good old-fashioned TNT. Not hard, right? We also need a pulverizer. Another pulverizer. And I think the pulverizer is going to be the easiest one to use for this, just because the way it pipes things around, it makes it really easy for you to do that. So let's go ahead and get these. And voila, we have another pulverizer. Very simple. So what it's going to do is going to take the TNT, it's going to pulverize that TNT. That TNT is then going to give you back 5 gunpowder, and that's how many it requires to make the TNT. So the only thing we need to provide to this thing is sand. And we do have lots of sand that gets produced. So somewhere over here, we have sand being produced right here, and it's being voided off. I think what we can do is utilize this sand instead of voiding it. With this augment, we can instead speed this machine up, and we'll send this to an ender chest. I think there's a couple things that we're doing that produces sand. We don't actually want, or producing, yeah, there's several things producing sand. We just want to make sure that we're gathering that at this point. So sand would be a good one that'd be yellow, and let's see. We only need 1. So let's grab our mortar and pestle. We need 2 of those because this one is actually going to be here. And I'm going to put it on this outside. I don't think there's anything going to one that's like that, so we're good there. We'll take the augment out, and we'll make sure to set this to void, or send out the sand that goes into this, to this side. There we go. Perfect. So that should help with our automation process. Okay, last but not least, all we got to do is set this thing up. So let's go ahead and place our pulverizer. Let's get a point. We'll put that in the back. This should be the only thing that needs to get powered. Is this lovely pulverizer. And then we're going to go ahead and have our chest should go on the side of a crafter that we're going to have to set up for this. So, crafter. There we go. And this is going to actually output our stuff. So up here, we can say, all right, this is where our materials are going to go. On the side or top, actually, would probably be fine. We can give it the sand that it needs. So here's the sand that we're telling it to take. And we also need to take the excess gunpowder out of here. And then on the other side, we're going to send out drops of evil. So let's grab a drawer. And we'll do item, just regular old item pipes for this. And that should be fast enough. Let's do some pipes. Actually, we need to have a mini chest as well. Well, no, we don't. Telling you guys wrong. We don't need a mini chest because there's actually only going to be one process happening. We're only going to have one TNT doing this whole thing. Maybe two. It all depends. But there's still only going to be a finite amount happening here. So this is actually pretty well set up. This is set to the bottom. We want to clear that. I actually want this to be the yellow slot. We also want the back to be cleared, and the top needs to be input. So everything else is set right. We need auto input enabled. And other than that, we're pretty good. So let's take this basic drawer. This is where our drops of evil will end up going, hopefully. Over here, we just need to pipe this back in. And then throw our TNT in there. That is going to get ground up. And once that is done, you should see there's a 1% chance of getting the drop of evil. So very small, slim chance. But as you can see, we get all that gunpowder. It's going to go in here. We're going to tell it to make TNT. So, just like so. And voila, it should make the TNT, and it just gets recycled back in here over and over again. Yeah. Now, a user would, of course, speed this up. Let's go ahead and do that. Only one, I think, would be perfect for this. Just one, just to sort of make it a little bit faster. And it's pretty easy here. One click here, 2 clicks here, and bam, place your wand in. And this bad boy should be running pretty fast. Yeah. Now the pipe is going to be a little slow. I don't know what... there might be a good way to do this. That might be faster. Actually, there's a way that's faster. Let's do it this way. We'll do translocators on a mini chest. And that should be the fastest possible way you can do this. Mini chest. One there. And one on the bottom, which is going to be kind of hard to do. And bam, like that. So that should be the fastest way. Fastest way to get this in and out. There we go. So we ended up with that. And they immediately get sent back. And I'd say that's a pretty fast process. In my opinion. And what we want to do is, through about 100 of these processes, yeah, this will happen. So what we might end up doing is making a couple of these. Problem is our sand output is a little bit low. The best way of getting sand is probably going to be over here. Which one of these has sand in it? There is one of these pipes that produces sand. This produces gravel. This produces sand. Right, and this compresses the sand. So what is leading to this one? Right, to make copper. One of these is getting piped. Is there a pipe underneath it? This is giving it sand, so this is actually a sand pipe. Right here, this is also leading to glass. So what we can do is I can go ahead, let me get my wrench ready because this is actually going to fill before I'm ready. Let's go ahead and get this dyed yellow. Take our mortar and pestle. And voila. There we go. So that's got some sand in it, but we need to make sure sand gets in here. So we should be able to do that. I think sand should go into here. Let's find where the sand line goes. It pulls from here. There is sand in here. Our glass should be full. Yes, now it's starting to send. Okay. So good. So this should hopefully keep this thing full. Yes. Okay. So yeah, it is going to work over time. And that should be perfect. So it's basically going to be burning up sand. Is there anything else that outputs sand that we have using over here? Like we have something that I think was processing cobblestone. Ah, right here. So yeah, this is processing cobblestone. So this is outputting sand as well. So the best thing for us to do is, of course, to make some more yellow dye. To pop in here. And this is not going to be fun. I'm going to use a regular axe, drop all of this all over the ground. Oh no. Then we'll take this here. Let's make sure, yeah, there's no sand getting in here. Yellow. There we go. And we're good. We're good with sand. So yeah, this should hopefully, with all those things maintaining sand in here, it should be good. And yeah, this is going to take a little bit of time. But eventually, we'll get ourselves a wither spawning. At least I hope so. So I was looking through the augments, and I don't know if this is going to actually help the output or not. But you do have a nullification, and you also have an auxiliary sieve. Now, this will normally increase the chance of your secondary output. And with ours being 1%, I don't know how much it's actually going to increase that chance. But I mean, it's worth a shot. So we might as well use this, and this augment might actually help our production of these drops of evil, which we now only have one. It's been running for a little bit, but that one should definitely work. Now, this should help increase our secondary output. As you can see, that's what it says. I don't know by how much, and I don't know if this is even available for custom recipes. Because this, of course, is a custom recipe. It's actually a very cool one, because I like the fact that you have the ability to just automate it like so. And since gunpowder is not that easy of a resource to maintain or gain, I mean, with Botania it really is, but without Botania, setting up automation, even with setting up automation for Botania, it'd kind of be painful. And yeah, I don't know. That'd be something that'd be kind of painful. But anyways, as you can see over here, I did go ahead and upgrade my Manna Spreaders to the Elven versions. All you have to do is throw your living wood inside the Elven portal, and it'll give you the Elven wood, or the upgraded version of living wood. And then the only other thing you need is, let's see, Manna Spreaders right here. The only other thing you need is the Elementium, and you can basically upgrade these. These basically will send more mana out, and they'll hold more mana as well. So they're a little bit better than our other versions, so they'll actually fill our mana pools up faster. And since we have these Endo Flames on mechanical users that are being accelerated, they can totally handle, like, the amount of that we have here. These things can't keep up even with the way we have it set up. So we're still producing way more mana basically than these Manna Spreaders can handle at this point. Also, I want to show you this. So this is kind of crazy. I didn't actually know there was a vacuuminator or a vacuumulator in here. I didn't know this was a thing. So as you can see, I just have 3 mechanical users. I'm not even harvesting the crop anymore. I have 3 mechanical users that are auto-breaking. This one, for some reason, the rice seeds, you have to have a user breaking it because, or right-clicking it, because the wand actually, while it has the wand, it will not auto-click this, so it will not, like, break the crop. But you have to have another one to do that. But as you can see, I'm gaining tons of materials, which is awesome. That's exactly what I wanted to do. I think we're going to void off the seeds. We don't need the rice seeds. So I will just throw those out. But yeah, this is, I need to turn these off because we are actually overflowing everything. But as you can see, yeah, we're gaining tons of material. And yeah, I don't actually need any more protein soup. I can tell you that, even from our last episode, we've already filled an entire drum of protein soup. I don't think we're going to need any more protein soup. But what I can do is I can go ahead and do this. Throw some of this. I'll actually take some of that mulch. That mulch is going to be really nice for us later on. We'll throw this in here. All the rice we can throw in here. And our seeds, we can go ahead and fill that up. Perfect. So yeah, this is actually working really well, the way we have this crop system set up. So no need for our other method. This method is way better. Way better than what we were doing before. The only thing is we don't really need rice seeds, so we just throw those away. Yeah, this is going to make automation really cool. I didn't actually know there was a machine in thermal expansion that auto-collected items like that, but it does. So basically, if you throw this on the ground, I was doing some tests with it. I think it goes like either 5 or 6 blocks out. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if I go here, it doesn't pick it up. So it only goes 5 in this direction, and I think it's 5 out away from the center, because if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you would think that it would only pick up here, but it actually picks up here as well. So I think it's 5 away from the center. So basically 6 from the center in that direction as well. So sort of 5 by 6, I guess you can say. Now it doesn't pick up behind it, or does it? Oh, it does. It picks it up in all directions. So yeah, 5 in all directions from the center, I guess. That's cool. This thing is, yeah, I didn't know this was a thing. I'm going to be utilizing that a lot more. I'm learning a lot, by the way, from this pack. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I've never thought to use before. And I'm loving it. I am loving this pack so far. So, Timma, man, thumbs up to you if you're watching this. So, I've already got this prepped up. We have our Magma Crucible ready to go. We have our Transposer ready to go. All we need to do is tell this, basically, what to do. Now, I'll set the auto input enabled, and on the bottom, we'll set the input. That's going to pull the drops of evil in there and turn that into liquid form. Now, we do need to extract this into this fluid transposer. So I'll set this to auto enable, set the bottom to auto insert, and now we need to get our heads in here, but still we're lacking because it's going to take 4 drops of evil in order to make 1 wither skeleton skull. So yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time. And we have time. There's other things that we need to set up. And we also need to get into a little bit of Thaumcraft as well. So we'll have all that time waiting for us. Once we start getting that happening, we really only need 1 wither worth, because like I said, we can spawn the wither in with other means. So hopefully we can get that done as well. And you guys will hopefully learn something from a little bit of RF Tools magic. So yeah, we should be able to get that done as well. I wanted to go ahead and fill this up because we're definitely going to need more of this also. I don't know how much wheat we can actually fill in here. Process. But yeah, I want to get this done. I want to take out all my mycelium here. We're definitely gathering a lot more resources than I originally had, which is great. But yeah, really right now we're just waiting for this. Let's go ahead and actually make our skeleton skulls. So we need bone meal, right? We just need a little bit of bone meal. We have a good recipe for that. This is some peat. I did go ahead and make some peat. It didn't take too long. With an acceleration wand, it's really easy. So really we need 3. I'm going to make 4 for right now, because I think that's all we need for right now. Later on, we'll definitely need to automate this. But let's take a chisel. And let's chisel this, and that should get us 4 skeleton skulls. And we can go ahead and place those in here. Ooh. So we're at 500. Once this hits 1,000 millibuckets, it will turn this into a wither skeleton skull. And we'll be golden, really. So if you want to increase your chance and give yourself a 2% chance, I recommend making 2 of these. If you want to make your chances 4%, make 4 of them. 4 of these setups, you can really compact this and have multiple pulverizers set up in a similar fashion to this. and then have them all route their outputs into one setup over here, and then you'll be bound. You'll definitely have a better chance of getting this. But like I said, I don't know if this augment's going to help any. I mean, it was worth a shot. It's worth a shot. Increases the chance of a secondary product. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that chance was improved by 50 or 25%. Either way, it's not going to help that much when it's only 1%. Also, I did notice, I think this is also broken. I don't know if this is the thing, but when you look up Drop of Evil, you can see that the crusher says 0%. So do not use a crusher, because this does say exactly 0%. And I don't know if this one is 0% as well. This one doesn't tell you the percentage, whereas this one is definitely 1%. It also is 1% through the crusher from Actual Editions as well. So just keep that in mind. I don't know. I like to use a pulverizer. It's got more functionality when it comes to exporting and and importing your items. It's a very nice machine for that. So we have really dove deep into a lot of these mods, and this was actually going to be one of the fun ones. I actually really like this automation. I think this was ingenious. Even though it's simple, but simplicity also is, genius in itself. Also, I've been working on getting a lot of Terra Steel. So our mana pools fill up super fast, so I have enough Terra Steel, I think, to make Terra Steel armor. So that's another thing I want to work on. Also, this sword is amazing, and I want to put a specific enchant on it. And you see this player teardrop here. This purifying bath salts is really important for enchantments and stuff like that. We take a look at a enchantment, not an enchantment table, because this would require sun crystals. Those actually aren't hard to get. We need something else. Let's see, this is not that bad. We need ways to get experience. And I think the only way to turn our experience that we have into like player usables experience is to use an experience solidifier. This is going to require empowered diamantine crystal blocks. To make these, you need Quicksilver. But to make Quicksilver, there's only a few ways. Right? There's only a few ways. We can use cook down cinnabar. Cinnabar can be obtained by normally crushing gold ore, and there's a small percent chance, a 10% chance, as you can see. So that is one of the ways. What else was there? Was there another way? I remember there being another way. Oh, mercury. We can also do it this way. We can actually make it inside of a fractioning cell. I think this would be another good way to do it. I think it's probably the best way to do it, in my opinion. Because getting mercury is not going to be that bad, and we can actually cast directly from our fractioning still. So we don't actually have to put it inside of a Tinker's Construct or anything like that. We can just cast directly into that. But we need a gem cast, and the problem is we don't have emeralds. So we can actually, okay, so we can make a gem cast from a grinding ball? Oh, we can make a gem cast from a sun crystal. Okay, good. I was about to say, how are we going to do that if we can't even get an emerald? But anyways, that should work. So we should be able to get Quicksilver. So yeah, making this might not be as difficult as I think it is. Shouldn't be too bad. I don't know how bad the Empowerer is going to be. I think that's going to be just fine. Just require some quartz. And yeah, we should be able to make this very soon. So yeah, we might have to get into the Empowerer. I think what I might do is hook up the Empowerer in here, sort of in the center, this center room right here, or the center spot. This will be where our power setup is, and it shouldn't take too much to set up. We'll work on that next episode, I hope. And then that should allow us to get some experience, hopefully build up by that time some more of this. Yeah, because that's going to take a long time. Boy, oh boy. That's a slow process. Because basically 1 in 100 times it's processing. But yeah, we'll get that done, and hopefully, we'll be able to get a wither spawned very soon. So, I appreciate you guys sticking around with me through these videos. I really hope you're enjoying this Ultimate Alchemy Let's Play. I am really enjoying it, actually. It's been a really good Let's Play so far. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also give this video, guys, a huge thumbs up. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And as always, thanks for watching.